All right, now I'm going to wait for everyone to come back on. See, I knew it. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me see if I can share this too. I'm just sharing it. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I sound like the Verizon guy. Remember that commercial? Yeah, definitely could be. No, it's been not behaving lately. Like, what is going on? Can't have this. Oh, really? Can you hear me now, though? Oh, that is weird. All right. Amber, let me know if you can hear me, because if not, it's back? It's back? Okay. Because I was going to say, I'm going to go heading over to Facebook in like one hot second if this doesn't stop it right now. No? Can you hear me or no? Let me know. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Facebook. Go to Facebook. I'm going there. Yeah. All right. I'm going over to Facebook because, oh, you can again? Should I stay? Okay, I'm fine. All right. What in the world was that? That was so weird. That was weird. I have to say that was very strange. I mean, I had to shuffle my cards, but I mean, I didn't need all that business. The heck. The heck. See, I talked about the retrogrades. Okay, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay. We're good. We're good. As long as you got it. See, I started talking about the retrogrades and they're like, oh, hey, remember us? We're here. Yes, you're talking about us. So what I was saying before is we have our full moon in Cancer and we have the retrogrades going on. So we got a lot. We got a lot. But I have to tell you, hey, Sapira. So I got the Alice in Wonderland deck, right? And the Disney decks. And I feel like, you know, everybody has their opinion on how they are. And this one though, I really think is probably my favorite one so far. And it came in a little cute bag. But the most important part, good morning. The most important part of this is they have a whole suit of hedgehogs. Right? Amber, when I'm done here, it's happening. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go make an offering to like the snow gods. And we're doing all the things because I don't know what's happening. But look, so Alice in Wonderland Tarot has a whole suit. The Pentacle suit is hedgehogs. Guys, I love that. I want a whole suit. I want to make a hedgehog deck. Maybe my next one. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah. So that's what's really I do like about this. These cards are, I don't know, they're slippery, but Isn't that the cutest thing? And I'm like, all right, fine, fine, fine. So, which, I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting. I would love really to know, like, who actually makes the image choices in this. I can't even get these apart in these Disney decks. So, because we have him as the Knight of Teacups. All right. All right. Oh, no, King of Teacups. No, this is the Knight of Teacups. So I'm really just, I'm shuffling. That's really what I'm doing. But now I'm looking through the deck because I haven't reviewed it yet. I'm going to do that probably after I'm done here. So if you want to see the rest of the, rest of them, you can go on to my channel, Stardust Wanderer, and check that out. So instead of doing an oracle deck this week, I wanted to do a little bit of bibliomancy. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically just taking a book and opening to a page and reading and just like picking a spot and reading it. So we are going to do some, we're going to pull our tarot card for our zodiac, but then we're going to do some bibliomancy. And, oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. No, it is. It definitely is. And I, yeah, I definitely have feelings about it. I do. But I try to stay neutral. I try to be Switzerland. But I would really love to talk to the person who chooses these cards. Like, just a smidge. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. Like, my sound went out. Okay, so the book that I chose for this, and if you know me, you will not be surprised. The Tao of Bowie. Look at this book. It's so amazing. So, my friend sent this to me when I was going through my, my daily Advent, Not So Bowie Advent calendar. And it actually is a really cool book. It really does go into a lot about like spiritualism and stuff like that, because David Bowie was a very spiritual person, and he did practice and he did Buddhism for a long, I think a lot of his life. So I thought that was really interesting that, with this book. So I'm going to use this. We're going to do it. Let us get started. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, the deck, yeah, it's good for pictures. That's definitely. So we're just going to make the best of it. So let's start right at the top, shall we? And if my sound goes out, let me know, because that's just not allowed. So we have transformation, which I'm just assuming judgment card. I'm thinking transformation. So that I wasn't aware of either, that they changed some of these. So I probably, yeah. Okay. So this is what happens when Jen, just rips out a deck and hasn't looked through it. And then we're going to just go along for the ride. So for Aries is transformation this week. So for you, I think it's all about harnessing this moon, this Cancer full moon, and harnessing the energy of, okay, what's coming up for me and how can I change it? How can I use that emotion to move forward in a positive way? So that's what I'm getting for you, Aries, this week with our transformation card here. Hey, Callie. And now we're going to go ahead and just pick. So, I was thinking about this too. So I'm just going to kind of pick a page. Hey, Carlton, how are you? And then we're going to just go ahead and pick. Let's see. So it says, the great work is hard work, but it's still your best option. That goes perfectly with it, right? That's so amazing. So for you, if you just joined us, instead of doing an oracle card, we are going to do some bibliomancy, and I'm using the Tao of Bowie. And it's actually a really cool book if you want it. So what I had gotten for Aries message, we had talked about transformation and just using your emotions and energy to kind of see what you can change? You know, what can you make better? What can you move? So that's what we got. We got the great work is hard work, but it's still your best option. So that goes right along with what I was saying, Aries. See? Thank you, David. And now we're moving on. So let's see, Taurus. Right? I know. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, what oracle deck am I going to use today? I said, no, we're going to do something different. And if you know me, I'm about all the Mancies. I have dabbled probably in every single one. So why not use them, right? So next we have Taurus. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you? All right. We have the star. Oh, that is cute, that one. Look at that. So Taurus, I think for you this week, it's focusing on hope. What are you hopeful for? What are your big dreams? What are things that you want to come to fruition that maybe this week we need to release some stuff to really like make room, you know, make room for that hope. What can you do to do that? Yes, all the Mancies. So that's what we got for you, Taurus. So here, let's see. You know, this makes me think about, you know, the choose your own adventure books. Like those are my favorite. They were my favorite. So we have no self, no problem. The first sense in which Buddhists talk about there being no self is probably the easiest to understand. The idea that there is no fixed self. So I love that. Again, that goes really well with this because, you know, we have to make room for our hopes and dreams. We aren't fixed. We don't have to stay the same. We can change and move that energy and really go for what we want. So there you go. That's what we got for you, Taurus. That brings us next to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Right? Yes, I do. All the Mancies. You're right, Callie. Why don't I have that in my bio? Jeez, I'm slacking. All right, let's see. What did I say? Gemini. All right, Geminis. So for you, we got the 10 of Hedgehogs. Look at all those hedgehogs, Gemini. I love them all. They look like little baby ones. So, all right, Gemini, you know, you know how you like things. You know how you want everything set in a certain way. And you know, that's what makes you happy when you have a plan and it's going according to how you want it to go, right? So this week for you, I think it's really just like working on that end game, working on that plan. Like what are some things or steps that you can take? Or maybe you are working on it actively right now and you're seeing some stuff isn't working. So again, you know, I'm kind of focusing on this full moon element of releasing and letting go and just kind of giving each sign what they could work on to let go of. I think that's where I'm going today. So, you know, Gemini, I think that, you know, you have that Grandmaster plan, you're working towards it. And what can you do to, you know, kind of tidy it up and make sure everything is what it should be? So that's what I have for you. And let's see what we get here. It says, I hope it's evident that no blame can be attached to Dr. Matt's mother for his later life addictive behavior as he sought self-soothe. No parent could shield a baby from the fear and anxiety caused by such horrors. So for that, that's very interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So for that, I really think it has to be about the no blame part really popped up for me in that sentence. So I think that's where we're going to focus that. So I think, you know, don't blame yourself if you're working on your plan, Geminis, and things aren't working, right? No blame. Just change it. Just move past it and see, you know, maybe you just need to shift things around, move your own energy. So I think don't worry about placing blame on things. Just keep going and keep moving forward. So that brings us to Cancers. On this Cancer full moon, throwing stuff around. So these cards they're definitely matte. And they have like, kind of like that linen-y, that silk finish, but it's a little extra slippery. They're kind of slippery. So it's kind of like gloss without the gloss. I don't know how that works. Don't ask. I don't make cards. I just play with them all day. All right. So Next are Cancers. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, we have the 5 of Hedgehogs. Look at that. How cute. So for you Cancers, you know, this is your moon. You are in all of your glory. All of the emotions could be for you. Either you're really chill or everything's kicking up. You know, I feel like there's kind of that in between, but there's no super in between, I mean. So I think for you with this one is really about just kind of resting, not digging in, and just being, and feeling your emotions. Or if you're totally fine, then maybe it's time to kind of see what you can open up, see what you can move. Like, I really feel like this is a very fluid week as far as with the energy. So let those things come up. And maybe there are things too that, Cancers, that you haven't been, you know, emotions that you haven't really been touching on, that you've been just kind of stowing away. And I really do think that get into your comfort zone, go where you're comfortable, and see if you can start moving that around too. And, you know, working on that. So it's basically kind of working on your base energy. I think that would be really good for you, Cancers. Let's see what we have here. I went a little crazy there. Okay. So it says here, let's see. Bowie returned not just to the semblance of his former health, but in fact, he became physically, mentally, and emotionally stronger than before. So for that, I really think, again, it's working like on your base of mimosas. Yes, we need mimosas. That's what we need. And the Cancers will be bringing us mimosas shortly. So yeah, we'll go there. Okay. I think really it's about those base emotions. Like I said, like he did have addiction problems, and he did wind up getting help for them, but then he came back physically, mentally, and emotionally stronger than before. So I think that's important. And I think that's, you know, also is reminding you why you're doing it, right? Sometimes we do all this stuff and we just so much focus on the you know, that we have to do it, we have to clear, we have to move, and we have to do it. But why are we doing it, right? Why, you know, ask that question, because I do feel like that tends to get lost sometimes. So yeah, let's move on. Where are we now? We're on to our Leos. All right, Leo. These cards don't want to shuffle for me today. So we have the One of Teacups. And it's a teacup, so that's good. We like that. So I'm going to say the teacups, I'm assuming are, you know, yeah, that, water, cups. Yeah, one of those. So I think it's really important here for you Leos too, is that, you know, bigger things are happening. Like I do feel like that you're stepping into this new energy, and it's all about keeping things very fluid. Again, that word fluid, right? It's just really popping in my head today. I think just making sure that you keep your emotions in check as you're going through this week, because I do feel like maybe there's other people around you that may be having, you know, big fluctuations, and it's really important for you to be that stable energy. Excuse me. Hey, Becky. So, Leos, that's what I think for you. I think you are going to be that like steady flow of emotion this week. And that's really where your role is. And it's super important for you to be able to do that. And also take whatever steps you need to stay in that energy, as far as grounding, meditation, all of those things. Yeah, just really kind of, you need to go in the flow, because I feel like there's others around you that may need that stability and that really like safe energy. Thanks, Becky. All right, so now we're going to our book. So here we go. All right. Remember the 3 questions from Bowie's teacher, Chaim Rinpoche? I don't know. I'm butchering it. I get it. So the questions: who are you? Where are you? And where are you going? So Leos, that is your challenge should you choose to accept it. Answer your questions. Answer these 3 questions. So I like that. Very interesting. So for those that are just joining us, tomorrow I am speaking with Stephanie Redfeather, and we are going to be doing that over on Facebook. We're going to do a Facebook Live instead of an Instagram Live for that one because she doesn't have Instagram. So make sure you head over there, and that's 3 p.m. Pacific and 5 Eastern. So that is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We are going to be talking about her empath activation cards, and she's a super interesting lady, like all sorts of stuff. So you definitely want to tune in for that. And yeah. And then next week we will be back, for a live next Wednesday over here. So be sure to have all your announcements and notifications on so you don't miss it. And our, spring issue is on sale right now. You want to definitely get that. It is, 15, a little over 15. Yep. The Cartomancer magazine right over on Facebook. Yep. You can go right over there. And, if you also, too, you can just go to when we're done here, of course, go to the link in our bio here, and there we have our link tree, and then you can just click on it. It'll bring you there, and then you can like it so that you can make sure to catch it. Because that's what I was saying before, too. Like, if for some reason Instagram's being some sort of way, like it was trying to act up at the beginning of this, I will usually just hop over to Facebook. So it's good to kind of like all the things. So you know where we are. You can find us and all that good stuff. Yes. Did I say 3? Sorry. I'm not good with times. You think I would be by now. So yeah, let us, and there is a graphic too, and it has a reminder on it. So if you go and you click it, it'll remind you. The reminder will be on Instagram, but it's a reminder. It's good. It works. And I'll repost it in the stories too, so you can see it too. And where are we? We're at Virgo. Let's go to Virgos here. So we have the hedgehogs again. So we have the 7 of hedgehogs. There we go. So Virgos, for you this week, I feel like it's really about just kind of tuning into yourself. And yep, announcements are on Twitter as well. So like I said, if you go to our bio, all of them are there, and you could just click on them and then like them, and you're all set. And then you will get all the announcements of all the things. So, where was I? Yes, Virgo. I think for you, it is all about, just really stepping back and working on, just where you want to be this week. I do feel that you, again, we have like a lot of just that fluid energy going on. And I really do feel like that's kind of strung through all the cards today. And just going and getting back to where you want to be, and what can you change, and what can you work on? Like, what are you working on this week, Virgos? What are you working on? Really decide what the important things are, and then the other things just not worry about right now. I feel like that you might have like too many things going on, and you need to simplify it a little bit. So it's time for you to really kind of move that and, decide what you really need done and what can wait. So that's what we're getting for you, Virgos. And now let's see what our book has. We have, you may be aware that in some cultures, at some points in history, left-handed people were considered unlucky or even evil. You may have assumed this many centuries ago, back when people still ducked women into ponds to see if they were witches. Okay. Now that's interesting. So let me see, like, what's popping out for me here. So I'm going to say, you know what? I feel like this is a very much going against the grain, right? So maybe for you Virgos this week, I'm telling you to just start work on, focus on the things that are important to you. Maybe that's going to go against the grain. Maybe it's going to upset some people, but I feel like you need to really stay true to that, and do what's right for you. So that is where your focus should be. So yeah, you may make some decisions this week that may cause a little bit of static, but you know what? Who cares? If that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do, right? And also, if anyone wants me to pull a card for them, go ahead. If you're on your phone, use the little question mark bubble there. If not, you can just put it in the comments and I will get to it. So let's move on to our Libras. All right, Libras, what do we have for you? And also too, I mentioned before, it is Martin Luther King Day. So, you know, I think it's always a good idea just to do a little reflecting on that, of course. And then also it's Betty White's 100th birthday. So if you haven't, go ahead and donate to some sort of animal cause. That would be a fantastic way to honor her on her 100th birthday. She almost made it too. It was so close, so close. Okay. All right. I'll grab a card for you really quick here, Carlton. So we have the Two of Teacups. So with you, it is all about balance today, or even this week, you know. I think you need to focus your energy and also focus on how you're feeling as you're going throughout your day and how the balance feels for you. If the balance just feels like work, if it feels like it's draining, then it's time to change it. So Carlton, I think that's really what it comes down to for you. How is your flow and how is it feeling for you? And if it isn't feeling good and it isn't feeling satisfying, then it's time to change some stuff up for you. Yes, be of service, definitely. And which you can really, like, it's the two birds, one stone thing. So if you donate to an animal shelter or an animal cause for Betty, then you're doing an act of service for Martin Luther King. Win-win, I say. That's what I'm going with that. You're very welcome. All right, where was I? Libra. Yes, Libras. All right, Libras, what do we got for you? We have the Eight of Flowers. Let's see. Or Nine of Flowers. Oh, Nine of Flowers, I guess it would be. I was trying to decide because I'm looking like, because we have these, and then I didn't notice this one in the middle at first. I really want to talk to these people about these. I mean, it's a pretty card, but I was confused for a minute, which I guess that doesn't happen. I mean, it happens. It's fine. But anyway, so Nine of Flowers, I think flowers would be wands. That's what we're going to go with. I think this is about, for you Libras, is, you know, planning. I think for you, it's all about just working on planning and working on planning, you know, whatever it is that you want to, like, big stuff. I don't know, this, like, today too, like, I feel like we need to just dream big, right? Maybe it's all those Cancer emotions. I got to see where Cancer is in my chart. I don't remember. And I'm always very impressed when they know exactly where everything is in their chart. Like, I know some of the stuff, but I can never remember it. And I've looked at my chart obviously a million times, but it's just one of those things. So I think Libra, I think it's about planning, and I think for you, it's about taking action steps. It's time to take some action. Like, don't get stuck in that planning phase. Like, you need to start moving forward and getting some stuff done. It's time to get stuff done. And I'm a Libra, so now I'm talking to myself. Fantastic. All right. So we are getting more enjoyment from material things because your appreciation of what they do give you is untainted by the disappointment of their failure to meet your unrealistic expectations. Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. So I think with this, that's really jumping out for me is just more enjoyment from material things. So I think with that tied in with that wand, it's like, yeah, you need to take action steps to get those material things. And also, are you sure those are going to bring you joy? Will that bring you joy? You know, it's like a Marie Kondo. Does it bring you joy? And I tried doing that. Has anyone ever done that whole, like, I never read the books or watched the show, but I'm like, okay, I hear about this whole bringing you joy thing. And everything I pick up, it brings me joy and I don't want to get rid of it. So then that doesn't help me at all. But I am a Libra and I do like my things. So this makes sense. All right, I get it. Hey, Alex. All right, so where are we now? Like Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. Let's see what we got here. These cards, like, they don't want to shuffle. They just, like, they're clumping. They're clumping, darn it. You know what they need is some powder. I'm going to have to put a little bit of powder on these, I think. All right. Come on, you. They're stubborn. All right, so we got the One of Flowers. That's a pretty card. I think that's like what card? I don't even know what kind of flower that would be. It's kind of poppy-ish. So One of Wands. So what actions are you starting, Scorpio? I think for you, it's time to pick one and get moving with it. Whether it's something that has been sitting on the back burner or something new, no matter what it is, Scorpio, it's time to take action and get moving. No more stalling, no more excuses. Get going. All right. And you can try to be sassy with me, it's fine, but that's what the card said. So let's see what this got here. We have no self, no problem, no self, no problem, no self, no problem. And that's literally what it says right here. So we are going with that. So I think really for me, that would be, as in relating to the card, it's just not about like dwelling on yourself, or maybe that means like, maybe you're not feeling 100% today, but you can still do stuff. So don't dwell on that, you know, don't dwell on like, all right, well, you know, I kind of have a headache, so maybe I shouldn't do anything. Or maybe I will go do this first. No self, no problem. So you know what? You're fine. Do what you got to do. Take some action steps, even if they're small ones. So Scorpio, I'm sorry, but there's just no excuses for you this week. I think everything just pointed to that. So yeah, I'm just saying, again, I'm just the messenger. So then that brings us to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what do we got for you? All right. Yeah, it's all fine. It's all fine. Totally. All right. So now we have the Queen of Hedgehogs. Okay. Guys. This is the Queen of Hedgehogs. All right. Whatever I said at the beginning about liking this. Never mind. Why? This is the Queen of Hedgehogs. Look at this. Unless she's sitting on hedgehog eggs, which hedgehogs don't have eggs. Okay, fine. Carry on. We're moving past this, okay? So, Scorpios, Queen of Hedgehogs. So for you, it's all about nurturing. So Sag, I feel like maybe there are some people around you this week, maybe really getting hit hard with this Cancer full moon energy. So yeah, right? It totally would be Simon doing this to me. Absolutely. So Sag, I do feel like that your nurturing energy is really going to be needed this week. So for you, when these come up, or if there's somebody that pops in your head as I'm talking about this, they need some guidance from you, or they just need just somebody to talk to. So I would really focus on that this week and focus on, because sometimes too, it's like, we do the readings, we want them to be about us, right? But sometimes it's that giving energy, the gratitude energy is what brings things in for us. So Sagittarius, I really think that's important. And I think that's something to pay attention to. So you need to be giving this week, because on the other end, that's where the receiving will happen. And like I said, Sag, if anybody is popping in your head as I'm talking to you right now, then that's the person that needs you this week. So there is that. Hello, Eyelash Fight. Hello, S for Sparkle. Oh, I like that name. That's cute. All right. And we go to, as you surface unmet childhood needs, use this meditation to give yourself care and healing. Interesting. So we talk about care and healing. And, and I really like that, because I feel like, as I'm telling you to help others, again, that's that, like I said, it's helping you help yourself. And so maybe that will be some sort of childhood need that wasn't met for you when you were younger. And somebody, that person, whoever's popping in your head, Sag, maybe they are also having trouble with that. So by helping them, you're also helping yourself. So that went really well together. I like it. All right. Very good. And if you are just joining us, hello, hello. If you'd like a card, if you're on your phone, then go ahead and use the little question bubble if you'd like me to pull a card for you. And also make sure to join us tomorrow, and I'll get it right this time, Amber, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, Stephanie Redfeather, over on Facebook. We will be doing that on Facebook, and you can find the link for that over in our bio, right here in our bio, if you need to, if you don't like us there yet, which you probably should anyway. Okay, so Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. We have that 7 of hedgehogs. No, 6 of hedgehogs. Yeah, 6. So we got more hedgehogs. So now we got real hedgehogs this time. Hedgehogs are here. Whoa. I almost like took myself out. Hold on. I just have to clear my throat. Oh my gosh. It's so heavy out. So heavy. We already have 6 inches. Well, probably way more than that now. We're going to probably get over a foot, I think. Guess I'm not going anywhere today. Anyway, so for you, it is all about, I feel like, where were we? Capricorns? Yes, Capricorn. I feel like that you are really this week called to organize. I feel like organize a team is what's popping in my head. So whatever that means to you, it could be your team, could be your family. It could be work, maybe a team at work or something you're trying to organize. But I feel like for you, it's all about organizing and getting everybody where they need to be. Because that's what's going to bring you, satisfaction and feel like that you are where you need to be and that you can move forward then. Because I feel like once you get that organized and, Capricorns are like, I always say the CEO of the Zodiac. So they're that very business minded. And I feel that maybe, it's like they're all kind of like you have all these little baby bunnies and they're all just jumping everywhere and you have to like corral everyone in. And the baby bunnies can be people. They can. Or baby bunnies, whichever you want. But I do feel like you're kind of in that corralling mode. Like you have to do that because once you do that, you can just like take a deep breath and be like, okay, good. Now I can keep moving. I'm good for you, Capricorn. So let's see what we have here. It says you must be careful as we must be careful as we dismantle our defenses. It's necessary to work if we want to fully realize our potential. So there you go. And I feel like with that, it's all about you know that when you're organizing people and you're getting things all situation, that's where your potential is. Like, that, like, that's your sweet spot. So I think harnessing on into that energy is really important for you this week, Capricorn. And apparently the David Bowie book agrees too. So I'm still thinking about that not hedgehog card. All right, let's see what we got here. Becky B. All right, Becky. Any advice about the energy surrounding this week? Okay. And so what we're doing too, actually, we're doing a tarot card, Becky, and anyone who just popped in. And we're doing bibliomancy. So I have this book, The Tao of Bowie, and what I'm doing is for bibliomancy is very easy. You just basically open to any page and just kind of like stick your finger somewhere and read those sentences. So that's what we're doing instead of an oracle card, just so you know. So let's see the energy surrounding this week. Let's see what we got for you. All right, Becky. We have the Hermit. That is cute though. That's a cute one. So Becky, for you this week, it's all about inner energy and really working on that and giving it some attention, maybe some self-care. Maybe you've just been doing a lot lately and you're, really run the risk of feeling run down. And this week, like I said, today's full moon in Cancer. So we have that energy, a lot of emotional energy too. So maybe some kind of leftover emotions that need to be released are going to pop up for you. And today would be a fantastic day to release them. So let's see what Bowie says for you. We have, let's see. Everything that I have been taught suggests that this couldn't possibly be happening. Took me a while to realize that these people were not super meditators or strangely advanced beings, but they were in fact so completely and utterly lost in thought that they didn't even notice they were thinking anymore. So that's kind of cool. I like that because again, it's that, all right, yeah, you know what? You're really kind of been stuck in your head and maybe it's time for you to do some self-care and just kind of, I think you need to do some releasing tonight, Becky. That is what I have. That's what I'm suggesting for you. For sure. And I think that is definitely self-care when we can do that, you know. And I was saying, and if you notice there's, well, I'm going to probably erase the other one. I started before and I didn't have volume, but definitely with this releasing, you can do that. And if it's something that you don't normally do, you can work with the full moon for 3 days. So you do have a couple days if you want to think about it and see what pops up so that you can release it. And I think because we got the retrogrades going on and all of that, this is such a intense, emotional intense moon. So we might as well use it, right? We might as well like get rid of some crap if we can, instead of just being stuck in the feels, you know, because a lot of times that doesn't help us. It does not. And it keeps us kind of stuck, right? We want the universe to know that we're ready to receive, not just be stuck in that. So let's do that. Let's do that, folks. Where am I? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what do we have for you? We got the 5 of Hedgehogs. So we're getting a lot of hedgehogs. So thank you, Simon, for that. You know, he's sending me the hedgehog cards. But I do think it's really interesting, though, because it's all that work, home, like earth energy. And with this Aquarius, you know, even though it's kind of more of, you know, that's really not really in your sign, the earthiness, like, you know, depending on where it is in your chart. But I think for you, it's really important to be grounding. I think you really need to do that. You can meditate. You can, if you can, go outside, you know, even if you just stand outside for a few minutes and take a couple deep breaths. If you have a plant in your house, just like, I always tell people to like assign a plant that's kind of like your grounding plant, you know, and you can hold it whenever you want, and you can put some crystals in it if you want or whatever. But especially like for us that live in the tundra, like today I'm in the tundra because it's windy and snowy and there's so much snow out there. It's a great thing to do if you can't get outside. So I think, you know, really for you, Aquarius, super, super important to do some grounding, to really give it some time. Schedule it in if you have to. But I do think you're doing it. Epsom salt bath is always fantastic too. So hello. Hello, hello. So yeah, so let's see what our book is doing. For those that just joined us, we're on Aquarius, pulling a tarot card, and then we're doing some bibliomancy. And this is the book that I'm using, and it's actually a really cool book. So Aquarius, what do we got for you? Let's see. Ooh, it's a question. What are the factors that cause a person to choose specific addictive substance or behavior? Interesting. So I think with this, it almost like pops in my head. It's kind of like that devil energy in a way. Like, okay, so what are we, you know, we're grounding Aquarius, we're releasing and meditating. Maybe there are some of those things that you need to let go of, right? And that could be eating, drinking, anything, you know, being positive. Maybe you're not being as positive as you should be. So I think, you know, asking yourself those questions as you're grounding is really important, and just even to see what comes up. So I like that. That was good. All right, so let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. Hello, everyone that just joined us. All right, fine. Okay, so that just jumped out. So we got Temperance. Okay. Temperance. So I have to point it. So I'm curious because like these are like the eat me, drink me ones, right? I'm using that Alice in Wonderland tarot. And for so maybe the eat me, this one makes you big, this one makes you small, right? I don't remember which did which, the cookie and the whatever. But I guess that's Temperance. So there's a balance in that. Okay. All right, we're going. Let's do it. Okay. So Pisces, For me too, I think it's really popping because you're, you know, obviously the fish is, you know, the part of your zodiac symbol too. You know, I think it's like balancing the mind and body for you. And I think, you know, it's like you have to balance out your fish. Okay, Pisces, that's what you got to do this week. You know, it's really working on that balance. So, but it's, you know, it's really more inward. It's more of an inward balance and seeing where you can, maybe it has to do with your routine. How is your routine looking? Maybe you need to look into that and balance that out a little bit. So for you, Pisces, balance is key. And the body balance. Okay, so I see a question there. I'm going to just go ahead and finish this up. So let's see what we got here. So it says, as you use defenses to limit the amount of negative energy you experience, the inevitable consequence is that you also limit your ability to experience your positive feelings. Interesting. So that kind of like that temperance, right? That balance. That really speaks to that whole sentence right there. So that's, you know, that's really cool. So those of you who've joined us, we are doing a tarot card. I just finished Pisces, and you can always check the replay to get the other ones. And then we're doing bibliomancy with the Tao of Bowie, because I'm obsessed with Bowie and I always have been. And that's just what we're doing today. Also, you know, what are we doing? Yes, we are doing a live on Facebook tomorrow with Stephanie Redfeather on just all about our empath activation cards, which are really cool. It's really interesting. And I used them. Did I use them last week? Amber, I did, right? And everything, when you look in the guidebook, she always starts it with a like, dear loving soul, passionate, you know, spiritual healer or something. And I'm like, I love that. I just want to be addressed like that all the time. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't have to be, but it was very nice to read her book. I liked that she added that. All right, let's get to our question. So that is also at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. No, oh my gosh, I can't get it right. I made a graphic, so I will repost it, but it's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Amber, jeez, I cannot get times right today. Okay, so Saphira, what do you want to, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see what advice Bowie has for Saphira. It says, your path going forward. Continue your regular meditation. From time to time, introduce the following mantra to your meditation. And it says, begin a simple breathing meditation. And say, let's see. As you breathe in, say to yourself, nowhere to go. As you hold your breath, say to yourself, nothing to do. As you breathe out, a long, slow breath, say, no one to be. Interesting. All right. I'll take that. That's pretty cool, right? Hello, everyone. Join us. If you'd like me to pull a card for you, if you're on your phone, you can use a little question mark bubble, or you can just type it into the chat. I just finished up doing all of the zodiac, so if you want to catch that on the replay, you can. And also, we are doing a live over on Facebook tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern time. And that is with Stephanie Redfeather. And then next week we have a live back on Instagram on next Wednesday. I'll be announcing that tomorrow. So we have a lot of lives coming up, a lot of really interesting people, super sweet. It's been, you know, it's really awesome to talk to everyone. I love bringing them on here and just seeing, you know, kind of seeing what their process is and how everything goes for them, like how they create all these cool things. So we have that. And also our spring issue is on sale right now. So definitely want to do that. Head to the link in our bio and you can buy it and get your pre-sale going on. And it's about $15, a little extra with, you know, all the tax and shipping and all that big stuff. So that is what we have going on there. All right. Yes. All right, Amber. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, this is interesting. I love how I'm pulling to all of the like exercises because it has exercise. This is actually like a really, really cool book. And it talks about Bowie's, he didn't write this, This is by Mark Edwards. It just talks about Bowie's like spirituality. He was very into Buddhism. He dabbled in so many different religions or spirituality and all of that. So this is like kind of goes through about and it gives you lessons, it gives you some things to try, which is really it's a really cool book. And a friend gave it to me because I was doing my if you follow me over on my page at Stardust Wanderer Tarot, I did an Advent December, and it was supposed to be all little Bowie figures, and it was not even, it was chaos. It was chaos. So she sent me some like Bowie things to kind of help replace them. Okay, so Amber. Yes, I know, right? Yeah. Yep, we definitely have. I know, and I want to get to that. I'm hoping to get to it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So Amber, here is this. Your exercise you got is the future perspective. Imagine your best possible future self. Now imagine that this best possible future version of yourself is nearing the end of his or her life, but is completely content. It has been a deeply satisfying life. Describe this life and outline why it is satisfying. And then it says, now imagine that this best possible future self time travels back to spend time with you. What advice would he or she give you? Would you be able to hear it and act on it? What questions would you like to ask your best possible future self? So that's very interesting. I like that. Excuse me, I have to take a drink now. So yeah, that, oh my gosh, my throat just like totally left the building. Stop it. All right. If anyone would like me to pull a card for them or get a Bowie reading out of the Bowie book, then let me know. If not, we'll wrap it up for today. So next week, I am actually our live's going to be a little bit later next week. It's going to be I'm going to probably do it at 1:30 Eastern, and I'm going to make sure to make note of it. So that is something for next week, a little bit of a change. But then we have another we have a live on Wednesday. We have our live tomorrow on Facebook. We have our sale going on right now for our spring issue. All the links you need, all the information you need is in the link in our bio. So definitely be sure to head there. And I think that's about it. I think I covered everything, right? Oh, you are very welcome, Carlton. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Yeah, so I think we have everything here. And also remember, today is Betty White's 100th birthday. It's also Martin Luther King Day. So wonderful thing to do is to be of service. And like I said before, we'll, two birds, one stone. I don't want to say kill, but, knock out, or just metaphorically. Donate to an animal shelter or an animal cause today and honor both of those wonderful people. That would be really, really awesome. And all right, let me throw a quick card here for Robert. All right, let's see. We have that 7 of Hedgehogs, Robert. So for you, I feel like it's like getting your ducks in a row is really like what popped in my head when I pulled this card, even though they're hedgehogs. But with this deck, it all is whatever. It's fine. Oh, thank you. So Robert, I think for you, it's focusing on your next steps. I think that's where you're at this week, and really making that a priority is working on your next steps. So that's what I got for you, Robert. All right, guys, you all have a fantastic week. Happy full moon. Make sure you release. Get rid of what you don't need. And I will see you all tomorrow on Facebook and right here next week. All right.